You're listening to exclusive baseball coverage on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve the community and beyond. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Be sure to visit our website at www.obnradio.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're ready to get Game 2 on the way between the Pioneers and the Coastal Bend Cougars. The first pitch being offered up is a strike call at 4:33 p.m. as we get ready. J.T. Jacoby is on the mound. We'll give you all of that breakdown. There's a swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2 to the leadoff man, Mr. Race Gatlin. Coastal Bend has done a couple of changes. We'll give you that as we further go. That ball is missed outside, and it is 1-2 strikes to Mr. Race Gatlin. Jacoby coming in for Game 2. That ball is hit sharply down in foul territory. We will get you some information on Jacoby here momentarily. Pioneers enjoying that 9-2 win. That ball is hit sharply towards center field and making a diving grab. Oh, my goodness, what a play by the center fielder, Tim Blakeney. Blakeney is playing center field in game number 2. I mean, he's dove and stretched out to his right side to make the grab for out number 1. Great job. Trey Gallegos will now come up to bat here in this first at-bat of Game 2 as he will take ball 1 from Mr. J.T. Jacoby. Jacoby's name is a unique spelling, Jakubik. That ball is fouled back out of play. 1-1 strike. Jacoby has a 3.86 earned run average as he will try to cement Game 2. That breaking ball misses inside. 2-1 strike to Mr. Trey Gallegos. Gallegos ready to come. That ball is just inside. Have now 3-1 strike to the Cougar shortstop. Pitch offered up, and that one's fouled back, and it's all full. On deck is the catcher, Mr. Henry Hossman. Hossman will be doing the relief duties behind the plate for Ramirez, who caught game number 1. The 3-2 pitch offered up. That ball is hit straight up in the air. Calling for it is Zellweger. Coming in hard is Blakeney, and he calls him out. Now, that's how you're supposed to take care of business. The center fielder coming in has an easier choice of seeing that ball, and Zellweger, who was camped up under, but he was backpedaling, is always an easier play coming in than going back.
Brings up the catcher, Henry Hausman.
So Hausman comes up to bat for the Coastal Bend Cougars, batting from the right-hand side. He's ready to await the pitch from Jacoby, and that's a strike 1 call. I want to remind you that this game is being made possible by the good people of Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. The 0-1 pitch offered up. That ball is hit lazily into left field, and calling for it is Garcia at shortstop, and that is a quick piece of work by Mr. Jacoby. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We are going to the bottom half of the first inning. Pioneers coming up to bat. Top of the lineup will be in the route, and we'll be right back to tell you all about it. Don't have internet access to listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network? No problem. Listen to the broadcast from any type of phone anywhere in the country by dialing 213-401-0037. Compliments of Audio Now.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. So I'm like, oh, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm going to look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. Dial 911. I'm lost is brain lost. Seriously, dial 911.
Visit strokesnojoke.org, brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824. All right, welcome back here to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We are live from Wharton, Texas. We're in Game 2, bottom half of the first inning, as we are going to have the starting pitcher, Mr. Ross Carter. And that explains to me back in the first game why it was such a labor for Ross Carter to score, and he ran out of gas at third base. He's a pitcher. That explains it all. So he'll be facing up against the Pioneers. A little slight change in the lineup. Mr. Ivan Garcia, Tim Blakeney, and Austin Zellweger. I'm giving the pitching. I almost called you a pitching coach, but one of the pitchers from the Pioneers. As an old catcher, it is my job to give pitchers a hard time. So we're going to, I had your name, chalk it to give you your name real quickly. Lorenzo out of Corpus Christi. And he is sitting up here getting ready to make sure that the ball strikes and everything else is working as we're ready to get Game 2 on the way. Ivan Garcia will now come up. Garcia had a pretty productive game. He scored 2 runs in the first inning as he takes strike 1 from Mr. Carter. 0-1 is the count. Bottom of the first inning, just getting on the way. Welcome you back to our, did that ball hit him in his head? Oh, my goodness. It was an off-speed pitch, but it's still a baseball. And, oh, my goodness. And you teach the guys to stay intact, stay low until everything goes. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a break. And we'll be right back. We'll take a quick break. There's a timeout on the field. Garcia just hit by a pitch. We'll take a break and be right back. Don't have internet access to listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network? No problem. Listen to the broadcast from any type of phone anywhere in the country by dialing 213-401-0037. Compliments of Audio Now.
I'm a paramedic, and it may sound silly, but a lot of people are afraid to call 911 when they're experiencing uncomfortable pressure, fullness, squeezing, or pain in the center of the chest. You know why? Because they think it would be embarrassing if it were a false alarm. Instead, people risk permanent damage or death because they're afraid they might get a lecture. That's ridiculous. To learn more about heart attack warning signs, call the American Heart Association at 1-800-AHA-USA1 or visit us on the web at americanheart.org.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an update. Garcia, who was hit by the pitch, he is actually going to be escorted off. He seemed to be a little woozy. It looks like Anthony Reed is running for him. So Reed is running for him. So that's probably going to do some change up. So Reed is now in. We'll get that caught up. We want to make sure that Mr. Garcia is okay right now. So Blakeney will come in. Blakeney made a sensational catch back here in the top of the first inning. There's ball 1 to Blakeney. It was a breaking ball that Garcia was trying to roll with, and it just never broke. So he is off being tended to right now. We'll try to get an update on that as soon as we can. The 1-0 pitch offered up, and that misses upstairs 2-0. Bottom of the first inning, Pioneers and the Cougars locked up here in Wharton, Texas. Pioneers won game one by the score of 9-2. As that ball misses upstairs, and it's 3-0 to who is apparently the set center fielder now, but with Reed in the game, no doubt there'll be some mixing and some matching going on. So now to check the runner at first base, the ball gets away and thought about running was Reed. Good hustle by the first baseman, Grusclose. Yeah, you're trying saying it fast 15 times in the dark. Grusclose is his name, playing first base for the Coastal Bend Cougars. And the pitch is ball 4. Mr. Groover said, that can't be right. I'm just telling you what they told me, Grusclose. he's You're right. Yes, it does look like it. It's Grusclose. Yes, sir. So now he brings up Austin Zellweger. Runners at first and second. That's the ball. Down. 1-0 is the count. Mr. Groover, the public announcer here at the stadium, is giving the Coastal Bend Cougars some blues right now. A little discrepancy in the handwriting. We don't know who wrote it out. We won't assume who wrote it out, but they're doing away with that in school these days. They don't even grade for handwriting anymore. He's still studying. He's studying the paper. Meanwhile, Austin Zellweger would come in to face the 1-0 count. There's an off-speed ball that gets in. It's 1-1. He's slamming the paper as the paper has calls over. The 1-1 pitch coming up from Ross Carter is on the way, and there's another bender, and it falls in for strike 2. 1-2 is the count. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. Cougars on the defense. They have Hutchison, who's playing right field, is now in left field for the Cougars. Pitch offered up. There's another breaking ball, and that's a strike 3. Zellweger will be called out on strikes. Kind of standing there in disbelief as Jacob Barfield will now come up to bat. Barfield scored 2 runs in the first game. Ended up with a 2-for-2 day, 2 singles, a stolen base, and 2 runs scored. Pretty productive day as he takes ball 1 from Mr. Ross Carter. The update that we got for so he caught that one on the cheek. That's like receiving a punch from a heavyweight fight. That ball misses outside. 2-0 to Jacob Barfield. So no doubt he is going to have an early day, and we'll see exactly how they do the changes when we go for the top half of the second inning. Pitch offered up. That ball misses. 3-0 is the count. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. The catcher, Hossman, will go out and discuss the situation with Ross Carter. The Cougars used 4 pitchers in game 1 compared to the 2 pitchers used for the Pioneers. Now, 3-0 is the count. Awaiting is Barfield. A pickoff move at second base, and out is Anthony Reed. That will go 2-6 on the pickoff. Shortstop, Gallegos coming behind them. And so we even have some bullpen action already for Coastal Bend. We'll tell you about that after this pitch, as the first one is fouled back out of play for strike 1. Not the first one, but the first strike. It's Mr. Barfield. 3-1 is the count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Warming up is Mr. Kyle Kishnick. Kyle Kishnick is warming up for Coastal Bend. 3-1 count being offered up to Barfield. Carter kicks. There's a ball hit at foul territory, right field. Count remains 3-2 is the count. 3-2 is the count. Got ahead of myself. 3-2 is the count. No score. Bottom of the first inning. Mike Prince here with you live from Wharton, Texas, with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Pioneers, winners of Game 1 to increase their overall season record to 4-3, leading up to opening day conference play on Friday and Saturday of the week coming up between San Jacinto. Pitch offered up. The runner goes. It's ball 4. Another base on ball. That's the second one of this inning. So Blakeney will be at second base. Brings up Dallas Stefano. Stefano coming up to bat. Stefano had a productive Game 1. 2 base hits, couple RBIs. Got a double and a single, and was also hit by pitch, as he will take strike 1. 0-1's the count to the Pioneer right fielder, trying to get a base hit to get the Pioneers across the pads here in the bottom of the first inning. Wind blowing slightly toward left center field. Pitch offered up by Carter. There's a ball undercut and on the left field line out of play for strike 2. Stefano. Okay, I do stand corrected. Stefano. Dallas Stefano. I don't want to get beat up by his mom and dad. So Stefano will come up. Off-speed pitch foul right back. And just as I said that, there's a foul ball coming in my direction. That is not. What is this Stefano? Stefanino. It's Stefano. Stefano. It sounds better. Dallas Stefano. And he swings, misses. The ball is going to be retrieved by the catcher, Mr. Hossman. And Stefano goes down on strike. It is no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 runners left on. We've completed 1 inning of work, ladies and gentlemen. No score here from Wharton, Texas. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
You know what? I got a problem with drinking and driving. Too many fall victim, most don't survive it. We just gotta think before we drink, cause you can lose your life just as fast as you can blink. It's that simple. We all know driving drunk is illegal, so we're doing it. I'm just trying to smarten up my people so we can keep it safe on the road. I'm all about mad, and that's because they got a positive goal. So next time when you out with the guys, make sure at least one stays sober to ride. Keep it safe, y'all. Yeah. Keep it safe, y'all. Yeah, mad.org.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824. Don't have internet access to listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network? No problem. Listen to the broadcast from any type of phone anywhere in the country by dialing 213-401-0037. Compliments of Audio Now. All right, welcome back here to Wharton, Texas, as we do have a slight change. Garcia, who was hit early at his first at-bat, is out. So now Blakeney will be at shortstop, and Mr. Anthony Reed will be back at center field. So we got all that squared away, and it is Stefano who's in right field for the Pioneers, and the strike offered up by Jacoby to Mr. Tyler Solohub. All-speed pitch falls in, and it makes it 0-2. 0-2 quickly on breaking ball. Ooh, that one was a nice one, Bender. Solohub And we are assuming that we got that right, Solloohub. Solloohub. We might have to get a dictionary, a thesaurus out here after a while. So that ball misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. And there's a ball hit up the middle. Blakely, that ball hit the bag. That's going to be a hit. And Blakely looked like he had a range on it, but it hits the bag right over for a base hit.
Third baseman, Josh Cruz.
So the third baseman, Cruz, will come up to bat now for the Cougars. Cruz was actually 0 for 2. He got a double and scored in game 1. So that makes him 1 for 3 that he was. Pitch offered up by Jacoby, misses for ball 1. No score here in the top of the second inning. Pioneers and Coastal Bend locking up for the final tune-up game, if you will, of there's a ball hit high and deep, foul toward left field, and that makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. Josh Cruz uppercutted that one. Just a little too much. Now coming back to work is Jacoby, working on pitch number 21 right now. Pitch offered up. There's a bunt and foul. He goes in foul territory. 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right. As it is the situation for Mr. Josh Cruz. Pioneers winners of game number 1. And he just got me some food up here. That's nice. I paid for it. Don't look at me like that, Mr. Goober. They didn't give it to me. I paid for it. There's a ball downstairs. You're free to have some if you like. And if my wife is listening, it's only some French fries, dear. That's all it is. It's only French fries. I'm trying to eat right, just eat something quick in between innings. 2-2 is the count. Runner at first base is Solloohub. Pitch off of and that hits the batter. Breaking ball misses. And we got runners now at first and second with nobody out here in the top of the second inning.
Brings up the left fielder, Zach Hutchison.
Brings up Mr. Hutchison. He played right field in game 1. They flipped him over to left field here for game 2. He will come in to face off against Jacoby. Nobody out. He shows bunt. That one is laid right in front of Jacoby. He looks, and he gets it over for the sacrifice, the 1-3 sacrifice. Great bunt by Hutchison. Runners will advance 90 feet.
First baseman, Alex Grusclose.
As Alex Grusclose will come up. Some of these names are pretty difficult to come across. Grusclose. Grusclose comes up to bat. He bats from the right side. He's playing first base wearing number 32. So Grusclose ready to go. Runners at second and third. He's taking a big hack, misses, fouls back for strike 1. Jacoby and Grusclose. Both of them spell their names uniquely. Who will prevail? The 0-1 pitch from Jacoby. Grusclose showing bunt. And he misses. And it's quickly 0-2 now to the rangy first baseman. They got Grusclose. Listen, they don't give the weights and dimensions for these young men, but I know he's thinner than I am. So the 0-2 pitch being offered up to Grusclose with runners at second and third. 1 out. Jacoby, still showing bunt. That one misses upstairs. Thought about flinging it down the third was the catcher, Galeos. And it looks like they're saying 2 balls and 1 strike is the count now instead of 1 and 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. To Gruscos. Pitch offered up, bunt, and that one is fouled out of play. So that'll make it all even at 2-2. 1 out. Runners at second and third. Solo Hub is at third base, and Cruz, who was hit by pitch, is at second base. Jacoby trying to keep the runners as they are, as he'll deliver the 2-2 pitch to Gruscos. He kicks and fires. Breaking ball in for strike 3. The first strikeout for Jacoby, and it brings up now
Center fielder Trey Burke.
Trey Burke. Trey Burke is handling right field, if I'm not mistaken. And he wears number 18. First pitch, that's a strike. Oh, Mr. Groover is having conniption fits up there. The pitch is in for strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2 to Trey Burke. 0-2 is the count, no score. The 0-2 pitch is a high chopper to Blakeney. Blakeney steps, fires for the 6-3 putout, and that is going to retire the Cougars. There were no runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base. We have completed an inning and a half of work, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to take a break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Pioneer Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Keep it where you got it, and we'll be right back.
One day, I'll teach chemistry to kids.
I'm going to be an architect.
My dream is to be a chef.
At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we provide more than $150 billion each year in grants, loans, and work-study funds, making higher education possible for anyone at any stage of life.
I can go back to college.
I can change careers.
I can make a difference. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
This is Betty McCrowan. I'm president of Wharton County Junior College. You're listening to Pioneer Athletics on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. All right, we're ready to start this bottom half of the second inning. Ricky Gonzalez will be leading off, third baseman for the Pioneers, as he is ready to face Mr. Ross Carter for the first time, and he fouls that one back for strike 1. Having fun in between innings, Mr. Groover. And we got Coach Gene over there. He's been quiet today. There's a swing and a miss off the breaking ball. Quickly 0-2. You all right over there, Coach Gene? He gives me the thumbs up. He's looking. The athletic director here for the Pioneers. And the 0-2 pitch. That one misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We got all sorts of things working out right here. The 1-2 pitch being offered up from Carter. That one is a check swing, and the count remains 1-2. We got Lorenzo Lira? Is that Lira? And it's Lita? I'm glad I got that right, as Lita. It was 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was a ball that just missed. 2-2 is the count. And there's a ball hit well toward left field, giving chase, and that ball is out of here. Home run for Ricky Gonzalez. Running out of real estate was Hutchison, and Gonzalez gets to touch them all as he brings the first run across for the Pioneers in game number 2. A solo blast to left field for Ricky Gonzalez.
Corey Gallagher
Brings up Corey Gallegos, the catcher now. He's coming in. A smashing shot by Gonzalez. Give the Pioneers a 1-0 lead. Pitch offered up now from Carter. There's a foul back. And it looked like these guys are ready to get some BP going on right about now. That was a big, hefty cut by Gallegos. The 0-1 pitch offered up is a check swing, but it is a strike call, and it is 0-2. On deck is another heavy hitter, Charles Guillory. The 0-2 pitch being offered up now from Mr. Ross Carter. He kicks and fires a breaking ball. Oh, and that's a little upstairs. For ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. There's a ball hit sharply toward the right field, and that's going to get in front of the right fielder, Burke, and that's back-to-back hits for the Pioneers here in inning number 2. So
Charles Guillory.
I have to make some notes here. There's going to be a visitation by the pitching coach for the Coastal Bend Cougars, Mr. Resendez, and so we got to make sure we got this right. It's Lita. It's pronounced Letta? Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. I'm a radio guy, so I have to work this out to where I don't be messing you up, because it's spelled Lira, and you got Lita out of that. Okay. I'm just, yeah, sure, why not? Boy, your parents would have been looking for me for sure. Yeah, I'd have been like Lyra. They'd have been like wrong. So it's Lita. All right. Well, you learn something new every day, and thank you for that educational tour, young man. So Charles Guillory will now come up to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. 1-0's our score, and the first pitch is a ball 1. Guillory coming to Wharton by way of Port Arthur, Texas. Steps in, awaits the pitch. There's another ball upstairs. It is quickly 2-0. Guillory comes, as we say, out of Port Arthur, Texas. We'll try to find his number in just a second. With this 2-0 pitch being offered up, there's a ball just inside. I thought it almost hit him, and it's 3-0. So Guillory coming in with a .250 batting average. Awaits the 3-0 pitch. Pitch offered up. That one is ball 4. That's going to be a free pass for Guillory. So that will take Gallegos up to second base. Tyree Williams, who's playing left field, comes up to bat for the first time. Former Big 12 football player. Says he suffered an ankle injury and decided that baseball would probably be a much safer sport to play. He awaits the pitch from Carter, and he takes ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Tyree Williams at the plate. On deck will be Anthony Reed, who will come in for the injured Garcia. That one's missed for ball 2. 2-0 is the count. Pitch offered up. Strike 1. 2-1's the count. 1-0 is our score. Big solo blast by Ricky Gonzalez. Got the Pioneers on top here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch offered up. There's a ball tapped toward the third baseman. Making the running throw is going to be Cruz for the 5-3 foot put out. Runners will advance 90 feet. We come up now.
Brings up the center fielder, Anthony Reed.
Mr. Reed. Anthony Reed coming in. That's from the right-hand side. Reed, in game number 1, went 0 for 3. Come in and try to make amends for that with runners in scoring position, 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. There's a ball outside from Mr. Carter. Makes it 1-0. 1-0 is the count. 1-0 is our score. Pioneers on top of the Cougars here from Wharton, Texas. Carter working, delivers. There's a strike call. 1 ball and 1 strike. One out here in the second inning. Now there's going to be a little discussion. Third baseman Cruz comes by and talks to his pitcher, Mr. Carter. Carter was the designated hitter in game number 1. Let's see if they got him hitting for himself here in game 2. No, he's not. He is not hitting for himself. Now we got all of that cleared away. They're ready to get back to work. 1-1's the count, 1 out. Anthony Reed in at the dish. And Carter now doesn't know if he wants to pitch from the windup or the stretch. Meanwhile, Reed is ready to go. Carter decides on the stretch, throws an outside pitch, makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Those who have just joined, Ivan Garcia in his first at bat was hit by a pitch. Caught one right on the chin. He has been replaced by Anthony Reed. That ball is upstairs for ball 3. Anthony Reed comes in. He now goes to center field. Blakeney, who made an outstanding diving catch at center field in the first inning, he's now at shortstop. Pioneers have 2 runners on, Gallegos at third base and Guillory at second base. That ball is down for ball 4, and the bases are all juiced. Runners everywhere.
Brings up the shortstop.
Brings up the hot Tim Blakeney. Blakeney in game 1 ended up going 3 for 4, and he was walked in the first inning of this game. So he's been on the base paths 4 times today. And he takes a big bending strike on a curveball, as their strike zone appears to be somewhat expanded, according to Mr. Groovis, from here to Waller. The 0-1 pitch offered up another breaking ball, and that falls in for strike 2. Now, that one seemed a little bit more acceptable. You know, that was at least in the city limits. The 0-2 pitch offered up by Carter, and that ball gets away from the catcher, not far enough. Runners won't try to advance. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tim Blakeney. Bottom of the second inning, 1-0 is our score. Pioneers already got 1 on the run with the solo blast by Ricky Gonzalez. He led this inning off. Blakeney trying to add with runners at second and third base. Guillory at second and Gallegos at third, as that's another breaking ball that misses for 2 balls and 2 strikes. We got Lita up here in the press box with us, who I was calling Leary, or Lyra at least. There's a ball hit toward the right field. That's going to be trouble. Oh, my, foul ball. And no doubt about it, that would have been a base clearing. Coach Gene, why didn't you stretch that foul line out just a little bit further? He said 2 feet. Oh, my, that would have definitely been some trouble. The right fielder, Burt, there's no way he could have done anything with that. That ball would have hit in the corner of right field, and they just still had, as I say, the merry-go-round. Bases are still loaded, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch offered up. There's a ball hit, high fly ball to right field. Burt struggles. He makes the grab. They're tagging up, and the throw will be in time for the double play. Thrown out. That is going to be Gallegos from third base. That will go 9-2 A fly out to right field. And that is going to retire the Pioneers. But the Pioneers do get one run off a total of 2 hits with no errors and 2 runners left on. We've completed 2 innings of work. The Pioneers on top by the score of 1-0. You're listening to the voice of Pioneer Baseball, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and we'll be right back.
A station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas. Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
This is Betty McCrowan. I'm president of Wharton County Junior College. You're listening to Pioneer Athletics on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
All right, here we go. Starting the top of the 3rd inning, you just heard from the president, Miss Betty McCrowan, as she has validated the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And Stephen Valdez comes up to lead off for the Coastal Bend Cougars here in the top of the 3rd inning. So he'll face off with Jacoby. The first pitch from Jacoby is downstairs for ball 1. After Valdez will be Race Gatlin and Trey Gallegos. They call him Hector, but he got Trey in quotations like I'd rather be called Trey. I don't need any trouble as that is a strike call. 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 3rd inning, Pioneers on top, 1-0. That ball is downstairs. Quickly 2-1. On deck will be top of the lineup, Mr. Race Gatlin. So as we mentioned, Jacoby came in with a 3.86 earned run average, as that will miss. 3-1 is the count. And a 3.86 is a definitely awesome grade point average, huh? As that is a ball, base on balls for Valdez.
Up the center fielder, Race Gatlin.
So Gatlin will now come up. Gatlin lined out to Blakeney, who was playing center field at the time, and he stretched out, diving to his right to make one heck of a grab to start this game off in the nightcap. The runner does not go. There's a bunt attempt. Oh, got him hung up. And Barfield throws down and got him. I know. That is going to go 2-3-6 on the putout. They caught him, had him caught up. There was a ball, no doubt, to Gatlin. So that will go 2-3-6, as out was Valdez. So going right back to work on the 1-0 count, and that one's in the dirt. Looked like old Jacoby was digging up a few worms on that one. 2-0 is the count. 1-0 is our score. A big home run back in the 2nd inning by the 3rd baseman, Ricky Gonzalez. That's how we have our 1-0 lead. And there's a swing and a miss, 2-1. I want to remind you guys, for you youngsters, follow us on OBN_radio for Twitter. And the old folks, I guess, just follow us on Facebook at Open Mic Broadcast Network. There's a swing and a gift from above, as that's a strikeout to Gatlin. Gatlin goes down on a very futile swing on that one. Brings up now Trey Gallegos. Gallegos flied out to center field, and there's a ball down.
Now batting will be the shortstop, Trey Gallegos.
So now Jacoby, who seems to be flowing, ready to deliver. There's a ball hit sharply into left field. Trey Williams will make the grab, and that will be a base hit for Gallegos. Brings up now the catcher, Henry Hossman. Hossman flied out, or popped up, if you will, to the shortstop. At that time, the shortstop was Garcia. Now you have Blakeney, who's playing shortstop. 2 outs, pitch on the way, breaking ball, and that would miss Mr. Hossman, Miss Hossman, and Mr. Strike Zone. 1-0 is the count. Jacoby checks the runner at first. He throws, misses. 2-0. I want to remind you can catch majority, I'm going to say 90% of Pioneer baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The 2-0 pitch. That ball is hit sharply in the hole of second base, and that will be a base hit, as leaning toward the bag was Zellweger, and that's back-to-back singles for the Cougars. So runners at first and second brings up Tyler Solohub. Solohub got a single and was left stranded at third base back in inning number 2. Solohub with the opened-up batter stance, batting from the right-hand side, as he awaits the pitch coming from Jacoby. Jacoby checks the runners. He delivers, and that is ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Jacoby trying to work himself out of a potential jam, and is quickly behind 2-0 to Mr. Tyler Solohub. Jacoby checks in with Gallegos. Checks the runner at second base, Gallegos, and misses the pitch with a 3-0 count now to Solohub. So we have Gallegos behind the plate, Gallegos at second base, Solohub at the plate, and Jacoby on the mound. And he gets a strike in. That is a speller's nightmare. Because if you hear Jacoby, you don't hear the J, but the J is there. Trust me when I tell you. At least that's what Mr. Groover gave me on this lineup sheet, was the Jacoby. That's the first thing he told me. He said, that is Jacoby. I said, yes, sir. The 3-1 pitch being offered up now to Solohub. And looking and checking the runner back is Mr. Jacoby. 3-1 pitch now coming. And that is ball 4. A free pass. Bases are loaded now. So Gallegos
third baseman, Josh Cruz,
is at third base. Hossman is at second. Solohub is at first base after the walk. Cruz is coming up the bat, and Case is coming out to the mound. And so for the Pioneers, Case just said, look, throw strikes. That was one of the quickest meetings, throw strikes. I don't want to hear anything, throw strikes. So Case goes back, warming up for Will Blanchard. Okay, you put 33. 33 is Lita. Okay, Will Blanchard is warming up, and the pitch is a strike call to Mr. Cruz. Will Blanchard warming up. Jacoby trying to get out of this jam. He's holding on to a 1-0 lead. Pitch offered up. Breaking ball miss. Oh, Gallegos was trying to do another snap throw down to first base. The ball just kind of popped out of his mitt. No foul, no harm. 1-1 is the count. 2 outs. Pioneers holding on to a 1-0 lead. Compliments of Mr. Gonzalez. That ball is in the dirt. 2-1 is the count. There's no room left on the pads. Bases are loaded. 2 hits in this inning and 2 walks. 2-1 pitch. That ball is hit high in the air, Trey Williams in left field. K, and he got it. Almost a little adventure, but he was able to take care of that. Well, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 runners left on the pads. We've completed 2.5 innings. The Pioneers hold on to a 1-0 lead. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
This is Betty McCrowan. I'm president of Wharton County Junior College. You're listening to Pioneer Athletics on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
One day, I'll teach chemistry to kids.
I'm going to be an architect.
My dream is to be a chef.
At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we provide more than $150 billion each year in grants, loans, and work study funds, making higher education possible for anyone at any stage of life.
I can go back to college.
I can change careers.
I can make a difference. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
This is Betty McCrowan. I'm president of Wharton County Junior College. You're listening to Pioneer Athletics on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, welcome back as we get ready to start the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Austin Zellweger called out on strikes in the 1st inning will lead off for the Pioneers as he takes ball 1 from Mr. Ross Carter. Pioneers on top, 1-0. Game 1 by the score of 9-2. There's another ball, and it is quickly 2-0 to the Pioneers' second baseman. It's good to have this young man come back after having some shoulder injuries. There's a ball hit sharply into left field, and Zellweger joins the hit club.
Brings up the first baseman, Jacob Barfield.
Barfield will now come up.
On deck.
As he will come in. Barfield was walked back in the 1st inning. And on deck is Dallas Stefano. I got him that time. There is a ball 1. Mr. Barfield. Zellweger has pretty decent speed. CFO coach calls the hit and run on this pitch right here. Runner does not go, and there's a breaking ball. 2-0 is the count. 2-0 is the count. 1-0 is our score. Bottom of the 3rd inning is our situation. The location is Warden, Texas. And you're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. There's a ball hit down third base line. That's a fair ball. That's going to be a base hit for Barfield. Going to third base is Zellweger. The throw will not be in time, and Barfield slides in head first for the double. Barfield got it around, got that ball down in the corner left field. Brings up Dallas Stefano. That sounds more like soprano. Stefano. He comes in. Stefano was a strikeout victim back in inning number 1. If one base hit could give the Pioneers 2 more runs added as he takes ball 1. 1-0. Mr. Gruber said, don't even waste time with it. Just knock it on out. The 1-0 pitch offered up from Carter. That one is inside for ball 2. Stefano is not a real huge guy, but he's definitely strong. They got him listed at 6 feet, 195 pounds, as he hits a shot toward right center field, and it was a catch, a great catch by the center fielder, Gatlin, but it will bring in a run. That ball was hit on the button by Stefano, and Stefano will get the sack and the RBI.
Brings up the third baseman, Ricky Gonzalez.
To the center fielder, Gatlin, as Zellweger was able to come in. to make it 2-0. Tagging up, advancing as well, was Barfield. And now Ricky Gonzalez. It's a bullet to the shortstop. And you got to give credit. I'm talking about hit this joker on the button. 2 solid hits.
Corey Gallagher.
So that Gallegos will now come up to bat. Gallegos got a single. He hits one toward third base, diving to the left, spinning around, and you got to give credit. What a fantastic play by the third baseman Cruz for the 5-3 putout. So the Pioneers, they add one more run. They get a total of 2 hits, no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. The Pioneers on top by the score of 2-0. This is Mike Prince. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with more Pioneer baseball.
The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
This is Betty McCrowan. I'm president of Wharton County Junior College. You're listening to Pioneer Athletics on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
As you can hear, the pop star song being played. Who is that, Lita? Miley Cyrus. You going to sing a little bit for us, Lita? I've never seen a pitcher blush when you ask them to sing over there. We're ready to start this top half of the 4th inning. You have Zach Hutchison will be leading off for the Cougars as Jacoby's first pitch is fouled out of play toward left field for strike 1. I'm still baffled at Lita's spelling and enunciation of his name. L-I-R-A, Lita. There's a ball hit sharply into right field that will land right in front of Stefano.
First baseman, Drew Close.
So Drew Close will now come up to bat. He was called out on strikes back in the 2nd inning. The Cougars just experienced their 4th hit of the game as Drew Close will now come up to bat. As we mentioned, called out on strikes his first at bat, showing bunt, and he fouls that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1 is the count. 2-0 is our score, top of the 4th inning. Seems like this game is buzzing right along, Mr. Grubin. Just as I said, I probably shouldn't have said anything. Okay, he's going to put me in timeout. You're absolutely right. He said it's okay if he mentions the no-hitters, but I can't say how fast the game is going. 0-1 is the count. Jacoby checking the runner over at first base. Grucos showing bunt, and he was not able to get that one down for strike 2. Glucose, almost like glucose. How to make it. He gets the signals from his third base coach. 0-2 is the count. Runner at first base is Hutchison. Got a single to lead off this 4th inning. He is not going. There's a ball hit, a little looper right in front of the center fielder, Reed. And that's back-to-back singles for Coastal Bend.
Trey Burke.
So now you got the first 2 runners on, and I believe the hook is on the way. Coach Keith Case has the Popeye look. Enough is enough, and I can't stand no more. He takes the long, dreaded walk. It looks like we're going to have a new pitcher, and we'll be back to tell you all about it once we return. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Pioneers on top 2-0. A pitching change is on the way, and when we come back, we'll tell you all about it.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN-Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN-Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The new pitcher is Will Blanchard. Will Blanchard comes in with a 1.5 earned run average. He has 6 innings of work. The lefty comes in, and he will be facing against Mr. Trey Burke with nobody out here in the 5th. Oh, and Burke bunts one back and out of play. I'll reserve my comments on this, but if you're supposed to sacrifice, I'd just like to see a little bit more effort, even though that's for Coastal Bend, but it's the art of the game. The 0-1 pitch now from Blanchard. There's a bunt, and Jacob, good job. The big man, Jacob Barfield, fields the bunt and goes 3-5 for the putout to get Hutchison, and advancing on the fielder's choice will be Burke.
The second baseman, right?
Charging hard. So Valdez will come up now. Valdez got walked and got caught up in a 2-3-6, put out the pickoff move, and Blanchard was not able to get the runner at second base. Sorry, I got a little excited there, but I do like what I do. Great save by Blakeney. As Blanchard now comes in. The pitch. There's a strike call. As attempting the bunt, it looked like was Valdez. 0-1 is the count. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Pioneers on top 2-0. We'll give you the numbers on JT Jacoby in a moment. There is another foul. 0-2 is the count, as these guys are really struggling with the bunt right now, and it's it's a little fun to watch head coach over here for the Coastal Bend, Michael Chavez, get a little animated. There's an all-speed pitch, and it misses for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Steven Valdez. Blanchard coming in, inheriting some runners on the pads, trying to leave them stranded. There's another bunt push. Blanchard takes it and goes 1-3, and you'll take that all the time. You give me the out, I'll take the out. The runners will advance 90 feet, so runners are at second and third.
Brings up the center fielder, Bryce Gowan.
So now you have Trey Burke at second base. Bruce Close is at third base. And up the bat is Race Gatlin. Gatlin struck out in the third inning, and he lined out to center field in the first inning. Facing Will Blanchard, who comes in relief. Pitch is in the dirt. Good stop by Gallegos. Make it 1-0. Pioneer Baseball right here all season long at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And the pitch is a strike call. Looked like Blanchard took a little something off of that and kind of froze the batter up. Makes it 1-1. Gatlin awaits the pitch from Blanchard. Breaking ball. That one falls right in for strike two. Trying to roll with it was Gatlin, but not able to do it. Blanchard looking for his third strikeout of the season. Pitch off it up. There's a swing and a miss, and it gets past the catcher, and the runner is going to advance. Oh, my goodness, and score. And running to second base now will be Gatlin. So now you got a strikeout and an E2, and the runner ends up at second. And now, and coming in was Bruce Close, and that is a ball to Mr. Gallegos. Wow. This game is strange. Ball two now from Blanchard. Seem to be cruising right along. And an unearned run will come across the pads. Pitch off it up. That one is inside for ball three. Now, technically, that run will be charged to Jacoby, even though it was unearned. There's a strike on the outside corner. Now, should be 3-1. 3-2 is what he's saying. Okay. Pitch offered. There's a ball hit toward the right field. Coming camped up under it. Making the grab is Stefano. And that will retire
Coastal Bend gets the run back.
Coastal Bend Cougars. They do get one run off of 2 hits. And you had 1 error. And you had 1 runner left on base. 2 runners left on base. You completed 3.5. Pioneers on top, 2-1. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back.
Apple Ford Hyundai is a dealer you can count on. Apple's range of car services include new Ford Hyundai sales, used car sales, car loans, and auto financing. Certified Ford Hyundai Auto Service Department, full selection of Ford Hyundai auto parts and aftermarket accessories. Come on out to Brenham, Texas, and find out why Apple Ford Hyundai has been named the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. They're located at 1820 Highway 290 West in Brenham, Texas. You can dial a toll-free number at 888-898-6095. There's even an internet sales division. Simply go to www.appleford.com. Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas.
And welcome back. We're here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Mr. Charles Guillory will be leading off for the Pioneers as he gets ready to face off against Mr. Ross Carter, who's come in relief, working in his 4th inning of work. Actually, 3 2/3 as he takes strike 1, does Mr. Guillory. On deck will be Tyree Williams. Guillory got walked his first at bat as he takes strike 2 now. and it is quickly 0-2 to Mr. Guillory. Mr. Guillory is one big young man, strong young man, as he takes ball 1. 6'2" tall, and pretty well put together, if you allow me to say. He's a strong-looking young fella. Breaking ball. He swings and misses a foul tip, retrieved into the mid of
the left fielder, Tyree Williams.
Mr. Hossman. Tyree Williams will now come up to bat. Williams grounded out to the third baseman, Mr. Cruz, his first at bat back in inning number 2. He takes breaking ball inside for ball 1. Top of the lineup, waiting, Mr. Anthony Reed on deck. There's a ball hit high, foul, out of play on the right side. And it is 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. 2-1 is our score. Bottom half of the 4th inning, a nightcap of 2. Pioneers winning game 1 by the score of 9-2. Holding on right now, 2-1. The pitch from Carter is downstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Carter, starting pitcher for game 2, as he misses with that one, and it is 3-1 to Tyree Williams. Williams awaits the pitch. 3-1 offer is a strike on the outside corner. Williams didn't like that call, and the inning, or the plate zone, if you will, has been a little stretched, if you will. The first game was an hour and 58 minutes. I guess they're trying to top that one. There's finally a free pass. So he's going to be a
Anthony Reed.
Walk for Mr. Tyree Williams. And it's going to be interesting to see. I can imagine if Tyree Williams played football in Division I, Big 12 football conference, he ought to be able to run. Up to bat now is Anthony Reed. Reed got walked back in the 2nd inning, as that is a ball 1. Offered up to Reed here in inning number 4. Pioneers got 1 run in the 2nd, 1 run in the 3rd. Tyree Williams at first base. Does not go. Breaking ball, misses, and it's 2-0. And it is 2-0. This will be a good time for a little mixing and matching magic by Coach Case. We'll see what goes on. Tyree Williams at first base, looking like he wants to go. He does not go, and there's a strike call on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. A nice, hefty lead by Tyree Williams, and not discrediting the catcher here, Mr. Hutchison. I'm sorry, not Hutchison, Hossman. He does not have a real big arm, as there's another strike off the breaking ball. So it's a 2-2 count now to Mr. Anthony Reed. Wondering if there's been a signal missed or a sign missed. Tyree Williams now awaits. He gets thrown back, and he's safe. Looked like they caught him leaning. Looked like he was ready to go to him. But he is back safely. So it looks like Tudor to hit the first base coach, as Coach Case is at third base. The 2-2 pitch, runner does not go. A little outside pitch, a nice stop by the catcher, Mr. Hossman. So it's 3-2 now. There's no doubt that Tyree will be going with the pitch. Anthony Reed coming in. The lights have come on here as it's becoming dusk to dawn. Look here. 3-2 pitch being offered up. Williams goes. There's a ball hit toward right center field. Tyree Williams will get to third base with ease, and that's a big clutch hit by Anthony Reed almost took the head right off of Tyree Williams running towards second base.
Brings us a shortstop, Timmy Blakeney.
Runners now at the corner. Timmy Blakeney, who's up the bat. He flied out to right field in the second inning. He was walked and stranded at second base back in the first inning, but in game one, he was magically 3 for 4. Waits the pitch from Carter. He fouls that one back for strike one. We are here live from Wharton, Texas. Pioneer baseball all season long. Right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Carter checking the situation out. He delivers. There's a ball hit right back up the middle, and that's going to bring in a run. Tyree Williams will come in, and runners will be at first and second base. An RBI single for Blakeney, and this young man continues to stay high.
Austin Zellweger.
So Tyree Williams comes in and scores. Makes it now 3-0 in favor of the Pioneers. Zellweger comes up. He's singled and scored in the third inning. He's 1 for 2. He takes a strike, the breaking ball. You give up on that. So you can have that one. I'll give you that one. No problem. Zellweger trying to add to the already 3-1 lead. He takes that one downstairs for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Zellweger waiting patiently. There's a ball that gets away from the catcher, and the runners will advance. He did a good job of stopping the ball, but it skidded right out in front, and both Reed and Blakeney advances 90 feet. So now Zellweger, who came in batting .400 on the day, has a chance to add to his RBI stats. He has 2 RBIs on the season to credit. He'll see if he can at least get 3, but 4 is only 180 feet away, so why not go for the double wham? And the check swing and a strike is called. It's all even at 2-2. Looked like Zellweger might have gotten a little tied up right there. He was looking for something and got something to creep back in on him. 2-2 is the count. 3 runs I scored. There's a ball up-ended foul out of play. Count remains at 2-2. Pioneers have gotten back-to-back singles from Reed and from Blakeney. Make their total hits 6 thus far. The pitch by Ross Carter being offered up, and that one is upstairs, and it's all full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning, Pioneers up 3-1. Game 2 in action. There's a ball hit roughly toward Cruz at third base, knocked it down, and did a great job of keeping it in front of him for the 5-3 putout. He battled with it, looked like a goaltender there in hockey, and stuck it out, and got the ball over in time to retire Zellweger. So now it brings up Jacob Barfield. Barfield did they walk him? He just got an intentional walk, saying we are not going to see. So that was an intentional base on balls. He did not face a pitch, and unlike Division I, you can just say we're going to put him on without even pitching to the big guy. So it looks like there's going to be a pitching change as Stefano gets ready to come in. We'll find out a little bit more as they play a little musical mound here. Okay, we got a little confusion. They say we did not intentionally walk the big guy. So I don't know where you got that information from. So, of course, that messes up my score sheet.
First baseman, Jacob Barfield.
So now they're going to walk him. Now they're going to intentionally walk him, but they're going to have to throw the 4 pitches. So that will change. Now, back in my day when we played in collegiate ball, they say we want to walk them and you didn't have to waste the pitches. So actually this will go against the pitch count of Royce Carter as they stand with the traditional base on ball intentional walk. So I guess he still gets it. He just has to earn his biscuit. And that will give Barfield so now the pitching coach is going to come out and discuss the situation with Carter. Meanwhile, the bases are loaded for the Pioneers. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change while they get ready to bring in the new pitcher. We're going to take a break, and we'll tell you all about it. Pioneers on top 3-1, but they're threatening to add a couple of more here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN-Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network.
All right, welcome back. The new pitcher is Kyle Kishnick. We'll give you some information on him as he goes up against Stefano, and he gets strike 1 in. Mr. Ross Carter ends up with a total of 89 pitches, and all 3 runners are credited to him. There's a ball hit well to left field, and it is gone. An opposite field grand slam home run by Mr. Dallas Stefano. Wow, an opposite field 4-run ding-dong grand slam, any way you want to call it. All of them have come in. What a big inning this is for the Pioneers.
Brings up the third baseman, Ricky Gonzalez.
Brings up now Ricky Gonzalez, who started things off with a solo home run back in the 2nd inning. And that is a ball. Stefano, opposite field, he has such a smooth uppercut swing. Most left-handers do. And he just went with the pitch and took it out to left field as that's ball 2. 310 opposite field direction. And that caps off a 5-run inning thus far for the Pioneers. There's another shot hit to left field and going, looking like he wants to go for 2, but he'll hold up. Will be Ricky Gonzalez as they are giving a greeting to Mr. Kyle Kishnick.
Catcher Corey Galeos.
Galeos will now come up the bat. Galeos got a single in the 2nd inning, grounded out to 3rd, Grounded out to third in the third inning. Okay, that's what got me confused. Third in the third inning. He comes in now awaiting. Pioneers have exploded for 5 runs here in the fourth inning. Gishnick fires, and he gets in strike one. Awaiting on deck will be Charles Guillory, who led this inning off. The 0-1 pitch, offered up. There's a ball hit toward the shortstop. Take it, and it flips it for the 6-4 to take care of Gonzalez. But the Pioneers have got the damage done. The Pioneers end up with 9 batters facing the dish that time, ended up with 5 runs, a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. The big hit being the grand slam by Mr. Stefano, Dallas Stefano. No errors and 1 runner, no runners. 1 runner left on. Man, I did a lot of math work that inning right there. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back. Pioneers on top by the score of 7-1. You're listening to Pioneer baseball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
This is Betty McCrowan. I'm president of Wharton County Junior College. You're listening to Pioneer Athletics on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
You are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the top of the 5th inning. Pioneers just got some separation out of inning number 4. Mr. Dallas Stefano gets the grand slam home run to add to a 5-run 4th inning. Is there a new pitcher now? There's a new pitcher for the Pioneers. Austin Eichmann will now come in. Austin Eichmann, we'll give you some numbers on him in just a second.
Henry Hausman at the bat.
Throughout all of the commotion here, we got a little turnaround here. That's the first batter that Eichmann will face will be Henry Hausman. Pitch offered up from Eichmann is in for strike one. Try to get some information on Eichmann here just as soon as we can. That ball is in the dirt. 1-1 is the count. Eichmann, one of 3 Austins on this team. And there's a strike call. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. The 1-2 pitch offered up. Ooh, that one misses upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eichmann, one of the expected co-laborers of this pitching staff from Coach Keith Case. There's a ball fouled back out of play. Eichmann came in. He had 6 innings of work, and his earned run average is 0. About the strikeouts, he has 2 strikeouts on this young season, and that is missed, and they're all full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. I think I'm jinxing him, Mr. Groove. Every time I make a mention about something like that, it's missed. The 3-2 pitch being offered up by Eichmann. And there's a chopper down third base line. Taking it is Gonzalez for the 5-3 putout. Man, it was stretching it out, but they got it in time. 5-3 putout on Hausman brings up Tyler Solahub. Solahub coming in 1 for 2, 1 for 1. He got walked in the 3rd inning. got a single and stranded at third base back in the second inning. Solar Hub ready to come in as the dust begins to fall here in Wharton, Texas. And that is a ball on the outside corner. 1-0 is the count. 1 out here in the top of the fifth inning. Pioneers on top, 7-1. Pitch off it up. There's a strike, and we're all even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pioneers ready for next week's conference opening against San Jacinto. That one misses. 2-1 is the count. On deck is the third baseman, Josh Cruz. Pitch coming. There's a ball. Swung on and missed. Makes the count even at 2-2. The wind now starting to pick up a little bit, blowing out toward left field. And there's a swing and a miss. Going down is Sulahub. First strikeout is for Mr. Eichmann, as that brings up Josh Cruz. Cruz was hit by a pitch in the second inning and flied out to Mr. Tyree Williams. And it looks like we got a pinch hitter now, number 16 for the Pioneers. I'm sorry, for the
Brings up a pitch hitter.
Cougars. New batter takes strike 1. So Cruz was at third base. Right now we have Aaron Duplantis, who's up to bat. He nubs one foul territory for strike 1. Aaron Duplantis. Duplantis coming in from Alice, Texas. Takes ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 2 outs here in the fifth inning. There's a ball hit towards Zellweger at second base. He takes it, bobbles it a little bit, but gets it in time for the 4-3 recovery. So you got 3 up, 3 down for the Pioneers. No runs, no hits, no errors. Mr. Ekman gets an inning under his belt, and we are going to the bottom of the fifth. Pioneers on top by the score of 7-1. Keep it where you got it, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you, we'll be right back with more Pioneer baseball.
Don't have internet access to listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network? No problem. Listen to the broadcast from any type of phone anywhere in the country by dialing 213-401-0037. Compliments of Audio Now.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, oh, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm going to look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911.
Stroke's no joke. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost. Seriously, dial 911.
Visit strokesnojoke.org, brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
All right, welcome back. Mike Prince here with you. We are live from Wharton, Texas, going to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Leading off will be Mr. Charles Guillory. Guillory struck out back in the fourth inning as he'll lead off the fifth inning. First pitch is a check swing for strike 1 to Mr. Guillory. Guillory got walked and left stranded at second base back in the second inning. Ready to receive this pitch is upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike from the reliever, Mr. Kyle Kishnick. Kishnick had 9 pitches in his first inning of work. There's a ball hit sharply to the third baseman. Oh, and that one gets over his head. That's going to be an E5. As advancing to second base will be Guillory. It was a good grab by the third baseman, Cruz, and the ball just took off on him.
Brings up the left fielder, Tyree Williams.
So Tyree Williams will come up to bat. Tyree Williams walked back in the fourth inning. He scored, grounded out to third in the second inning. He will come up to bat from the right-hand side. He hits a shot right to second baseman, and making the 4-3 put-out will be Mr. Who do we have playing second? It's not Esquell. The second baseman would be Valdez. Sorry about that. 4-3 is the put-off. Brings up Reed now. Reed came in for Mr. Garcia, who was hitting the first pitch, and he chops that one, and Cruz bobbles it, and he will not get Reed. That will actually be another error against Mr. Cruz. So back-to-back errors. Yeah, runners at first and third. Tim Blakeney will now come up. Blakeney got a RBI single back in the fourth inning as he takes ball one. 1-0 is the count. One out here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Pioneers on top by the score of 7-1. Pitch offered. There's a ball swung on, fouled back out of play. Makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. Pioneers trying to increase their record to 5-3. Winners of game number 2. There's a ball in the dirt. Acting like he wanted to run was Reed. It makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Somebody's puppy is getting excited, barking in the background. Maybe that's the rally dog. 2-1 pitch being offered up. Swung on and missed. Makes it 2-2. 2-2, 1 out. Bottom of the fifth inning. Pioneers got 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 5 in the fourth. The runner goes, and the throw will go off into center field. So Guillory will score, and that will be an E2 on the throw. Guillory comes in. You'll credit the stolen base to Reed, and then an advancement on the E2, and Guillory scores, and Reed will now come to third base. There's a ball he hit foul, and it makes the count all at 3-2. So Blakeney is battling 3 errors in this 1 inning for Coastal Bend. Pitch is swung on, and it is missed. Stepping in to throw for the 2-3 put-out on the strikeout of Blakeney.
Brings the second baseman, Austin Zellweger.
So Zellweger comes up. Zellweger ground out to third base back in the fourth inning. He got a single and scored in the third inning and was called out on strikes in the first inning. Zellweger trying to bring in Mr. Reed, who awaits at third base, and he takes strike 1. 0-1 is the count. 8-1 is our score here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Pitch offered up, and that is in for strike 2 from the reliever, Kyle Kishnick. Kyle Kishnick coming in. He is the second pitcher, relieving of Mr. Ross Cole. That ball gets away from the catcher, and coming in will be Mr. Reed. So Reed scores to make it 9-1 off the pass ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count to Austin Zellweger. Zellweger swings and misses that for the strikeout. Zellweger goes down. Pioneers get 2 more runs. 2 runs off of no hits, 3 errors, and 1 runner left on base. We've completed 5. Pioneers on top by the score of 8-1. Keep it where you got it, and we'll be right back.
Don't have internet access to listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network? No problem. Listen to the broadcast from any type of phone anywhere in the country by dialing 213-401-0037. Compliments of Audio Now.
I'm a paramedic, and it may sound silly, but a lot of people are afraid to call 911 when they're experiencing uncomfortable pressure, fullness, squeezing, or pain in the center of the chest. You know why? Because they think it would be embarrassing if it were a false alarm. Instead, people risk permanent damage or death because they're afraid they might get a lecture. That's ridiculous. To learn more about heart attack warning signs, call the American Heart Association at 1-800-AHA-USA1 or visit us on the web at americanheart.org.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got some changes going on. We got Cole Hicks, who will now be playing second base. He comes in for Zellweger. And number 35 for the Pioneers, Mr. Clay Christa, will come in for Barfield as he will play first base. And we have a new pitcher, Mr. Mason Mize, comes in for the Pioneers here in the top half of the 6th inning. So Austin Ekman came in 1 inning, 16 pitches. Good piece of work. Hutchison will come in now to be the first batter that Mr. Mize will face. First pitch offered up is swung on and missed for strike 1. Hutchison got a single, and he's swinging for the downs right now. He's quickly behind 0-2. Mize coming in, going right to work. We'll give you some numbers on Mize here in just a second. There's a swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 1 out. Mize coming in, bringing nothing but heat.
That's the first baseman, Alex Grusclose.
Miles has a 3.38 earned run average as he'll face Mr. Alex Grusclose, and that is foul back for strike 1. Grusclose will come in. He got a single and scored the only run for Coastal Bend back in the 4th inning. Hope you've been enjoying our broadcast thus far here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Got some things lined up in the very near future. There's a ball upstairs. Hopefully Pioneer Nation has been appreciating what we bring into the table. We might be on that volleyball court in the fall, Mr. Groover. You never know. There's a swing and a miss. Makes it 1-2 now. See if Mr. Groover can put in a word for us. He likes volleyball. He tolerates baseball, but he likes volleyball. There's a strike call. The bat. Mr. Groover has been talking about shrimp since 11:30 this morning, and he is getting closer to the shrimp. As Trey Burke will now come in. He reached by fielder's choice. There's a little looper. Oh, Cresta. You get in, kids. You gotta hit the A button and die. That ball is fouled out of play for strike one. Or if you're an PS4, PS3, that's the circle button. and 1. Mr. Groover here is asking for the 10-run rule so he can go get some shrimp. There's a ball outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, you can tell it's been a good day for the Pioneers. 1-1 is the count as that pitch is fouled back out of play, and it's quickly 1-2 to Trey Burke. Mason Mize coming in here in this 6th inning of work. Try and shut the door down. And that one misses way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Pioneers up 9-1. There's a ball. Jams them. Coming in is Gonzalez. He bobbles it. And that's going to be an E5. E5 on Mr. Gonzalez. That is the 3rd error committed by the Pioneers.
Brings up the second baseman, Steven Valdez.
Did I say 3rd? The 2nd error. I'm so sorry. There was an error by the catcher back in the 4th inning as that ball is downstairs. Ball 1. Error on the throw by the catcher. There's a swing and a miss, and it's quickly 1 ball and 1 strike to Steven Valdez. Valdez got walked and got caught in the pickoff, the 2-3-6 pickoff. He hits this one right back to Gonzalez. And it's going to be an infield hit. Yeah, it was an infield hit. Now, Gonzalez makes the play, but that really was Blakeney's ball. He had the easier throw, but that's going to be an infield hit.
Brings up the center fielder, Race Gatlin.
Brings up now Mr. Race Gatlin. Gatlin got struck out back in the 4th inning in the pass ball, which is where the error came from. And he takes ball 1. Pitch on the way. That one is in for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th inning. Pioneers on top, 9-1. That ball misses inside. 2-1. Mr. Groover starts talking about shrimp, and everybody starts slowing up. There's a swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, see, you talking about I've been jinxing. You jinxed in this inning. The 2-2 pitch on the way, 2 outs, 2 runners on. There's a swing and a foul tip back. Runners at first and second. You have Burke at second base. He reached on an E5. And you had Valdez reaching on an infield single. 2-2 pitch on the way. There's a swing and another foul tip. Gallegos could not hold on to that one. And Lita, I'm still amazed at that spelling, Lire. Wow. There's a ball tapped right back and knocking it down for the unusual 1-5 put out to end the inning.
After 5.5 innings of play, Wharton 9.
The Pioneers
Wharton coming back.
Give up no runs. There was 1 hit and 2 runners left on, and you had a total of 1 error, and 2 runners left on. We have completed 5.5 innings of work. Pioneers enjoying an 8-run lead, up by the score of 9-1. We're back to tell you all about it.
You know what? I got a problem with drinking and driving. Too many fall victim, most don't survive it. We just gotta think before we drink, cause you can lose your life just as fast as you can blink. It's that simple. We all know driving drunk is illegal, so we're doing it. I'm just trying to smarten up my people so we can keep it safe on the roads. I'm all about mad, and that's because they got a positive goal. So next time when you out with the guys, make sure at least one stays sober to ride. Keep it safe, y'all. Yeah. Keep it safe, y'all. Yeah. Mad.org.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824. Don't have internet access to listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network? No problem. Listen to the broadcast from any type of phone anywhere in the country by dialing 213-401-0037. Compliments of audio now.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have yet another new pitcher for Coastal Bend.
The first baseman, Clay Cresta.
As Clay Cresta now comes up to bat, he will be batting in place of Barfield. And the new pitcher will be Mr. Rolando Zapata. Zapata will give you some numbers on him in just a second as he gets strike one in. Bottom half of the sixth inning, Pioneers on top. 9-1. There's a ball in the dirt. As Cresta is in for Barfield. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 pitch offered up from the right hand of Zapata. Ball 2. On deck is Dallas Stefano with the grand slam home run. There's a big swing and a miss off the foul tip by Cresta. 2-2 is the count. 9-1 here in the bottom of the sixth inning, scheduled for 7. There's a big swing. Ball goes back out of play. As night begins to fall here in Wharton, Texas, the night lights have lit up what has been a perfect day of baseball weather. Pioneers trying to complete the sweep. Cresta at the plate. Cresta takes a ball outside. 3-2. Full count. Mr. Cresta. Pitch offered up. There's a ball hit high in the air. Shortstop. Gallegos clamps up under it for out number 1. And it brings up the man of the hour right now, Mr. Dallas Stefano. And it seemed like once I got his name right, his swing got right. So maybe I'm good luck for him. Stefano coming in with the grand slam. There's another big golf swing. That ball's fouled back out of play for strike 1. Stefano is 1 for 2. He got a sacrifice. He has a total of 5 RBIs today. Whoa, and the bat gets out of his hand. Yeah, that goes into the Coastal Bend dugout. They say, hey, guy, you already got 5 RBIs in this game, a grand slam. Now you want to throw your bat at us? So he gets a little dirt, tightens his grip, gets ready to go and do it again. He'll face off against Zapata. Zapata kicks and fires. There's another ball fouled back out of play. And you can tell Stefano is actually feeling his cuts right now. Stefano ready to go back. The left-handed, we might as well say power hitter, takes the ball downstairs. Makes it 1-2. Gonzalez awaits on deck. Pitch offered up. Swung on and missed. And Stefano goes down. So it brings up now Mr. Ricky Gonzalez. Pretty Ricky.
Brings up the third baseman, Ricky Gonzalez.
I either call him Pretty Ricky or Gonzo. I think he prefer Gonzo. But comes up now. There's a swing and a deep fly ball, and that ball is going to be camped up. But he dropped it. He lost it in the lights, and running all the way is going to be Gonzalez at second base. It's a hit because he never touched it. He never did even. Wow, he lost it in the night light. And this is one of the trickiest times to kind of get it. It's not completely dark. It's still the nightfall in the air. The lights are on. And I can tell you now that 20 years from now, Gonzalez will be like, I hit a screamer for a double.
Pitches for Wharton is Wyatt Reeves.
So Wyatt Reeves will now come up. He's wearing number 23.
Mesa is pitch running.
So Reeves will come in bat for Gallegos here in the sixth inning. Reeves awaits. He hits a shot toward third base. A good stop by Cruz, who gets the 5-3 put out. That was a great grab by the third baseman. So the Pioneers, they get no runs, only one hit, no errors, and one runner left on base. We've completed 6.5, ladies and gentlemen. 3 outs away. Mr. Groover, can you hang with me for 3 more outs? We got it. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. You're listening to Pioneer Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
One day, I'll teach chemistry to kids.
I'm going to be an architect.
My dream is to be a chef.
At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we provide more than $150 billion each year in grants, loans, and work-study funds, making higher education possible for anyone at any stage of life.
I can go back to college.
I can change careers.
I can make a difference. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
This is Betty McCrowan. I'm president of Wharton County Junior College. You're listening to Pioneer Athletics on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I want to let you know that today's broadcast has been made possible by the good people from Apple Ford Hyundai, Brenham, Texas. Give them a call and find out why they're called the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. So now you have a new pitcher for the Pioneers. And guess what? It's another Austin. It's not Austin Ekman, but it is Mr. Austin Farrell. Austin Farrell comes in. He has a earned run average to speak of right now of 9.0. No, actually, it's no earned run average. No earned run average. I'm sorry about that, Austin. Austin has no. Oh, we have a new batter. We got to get some things. There's a ball hit in the hole. The pinch batter, number 19, was Reagan Jacobs.
That was Reagan Jacobs. Just got a base hit.
Reagan Jacobs. They're doing a lot of switcheroos here in the.
Brings up Henry Housen, the catcher.
So Jacobs gets his first at bat. There's a strike call to yet another designated hitter, number 14. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Hausman. We are all messed up over here. There's an uppercut swing deep in foul territory to the left side for strike two, to Henry Houseman. Houseman got a single back in the third inning. So the pitch from Farrell misses, makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. Beta had 15 pitches under his belt in that inning of work. That one misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 7th inning, Pioneers on top, trying to complete the sweep, up 9-1. There's another ball hit high, foul territory. Tyree Williams, he dropped the ball in fair territory, and runners are at second and third. That will be an E7. So Tyree has runners at second and third. Solahub will now come up to bat. Solahub struck out in the 5th inning, walked in the 3rd inning, and got a single in the 2nd. Well, there's nobody out. Runners at second and third. Austin Farrell coming in, trying to shut the door. He misses upstairs. 1-0 is the count. Coastal Bend got their 1 run in the 4th inning. Farrell kicks, fires. There's a strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Game. As we come into the 7th inning of work, there's a ball foul back out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, top of the 7th inning. Pioneers on top, 9-1. Game started at 4:37. Now 2 minutes away from becoming 2 hours. Pitch offered up by Farrell. All-speed pitch. That ball fouled back out of play on the right field side. Count holds it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still nobody out. Pioneers up by the score of 9-1. You got 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 5 in the 4th, 2 in the 7th. That ball is hit, a chopper towards the 3rd baseman, Mr. Nice. Was that Charles Guillory at first base digging it out for the 5-3 put out? That ball was handled by Gonzo. And that's Crester. I'm sorry, Crester. Forgive me. We got the
brings up 3rd baseman Aaron.
The run does come in, but that's null and void at this point. As Duplantis will now come in. And he will take ball 1. Mr. Cresta in for Gonzo. Hillary flashing leather, helping out his teammate. Pitch offered up. There's a ball hit, popped out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. As we get closer to this one ending, it's just a matter of how fast Mr. Farrell gets out of this press box to go get his shrimp. The 1-1 pitch offered up by Farrell. There's a strike call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pioneers trying to put the end of what could be a perfect day. 2 games, 2 victories. Breaking ball. That ball is looped and caught by the 2nd baseman, Mr. Cole. That's right, Cole Hicks at 2nd base. We got all kinds of changes going on right now. So now
the left fielder, Zach Hutchinson.
Hutchinson will now come up to bat for the Pioneers. For the Coastal Bend Cougars. Ball one from Farrell. 9-2 is our score, top of the seventh inning. Pioneers enjoying a 7-run lead. Pitch off it up, swung on and missed. All even at 1 ball and 1 strike. At second base is Henry Hossman. At second base it's Hossman. Reached by an error. That one misses. 2-1 is the count. So that's actually the third error committed by the Pioneers today. Hopefully this will not come across to hurt them too bad. And it is quickly now 3 balls and 1 strike to Hutchison. Hutchison, 1 for 2 on the day. Awaits the pitch. There's the ball hit straight up, foul right behind us. And it is a full count. The payoff pitch is on the way. Will Austin Farrell have enough to shut the door? Or will the Pioneers have to face another batter? If Mr. Farrell says, Mr. Groover says, let's end it now. And there's a ball. Boy, I tell you, Mr. Groover, now, Alex Gruclos.
The first baseman, Alex Gruclos.
Gruclos is up. He's been called out on strikes twice. He got a single and scored in the 4th inning. He awaits his fate now as he faces Farrell. And he will take ball 1. Austin Farrell trying to finish up what has been a good tag team combination. Starting off with Jacoby. There is a strike call. At Jacoby, Blanchard, Ekman, Mize, and now Farrell. 1-1 pitch from Farrell. That one looked like he wanted to call it, but he changed his mind. Flip a coin. 2-1's the count, 2 outs, runners at first and second. Top of the 7th inning, 9-2. As a strike call, 9-2 in favor of the Pioneers. Deuce is a wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners at first and second. Barrow kicks, fires, breaking balls, strikeouts, and the Pioneers win.
And that's the old ball game. Wharton wins it 9-2.
Pioneers give up 1 run off of 1 hit. No, that actually, that was 1 hit. No, 1 error and 2 left on. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, let us take a break, and we'll come right back with our post-game show. Pioneers win by the score of 9-2. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN-Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our post-game show brought to you by Appleford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. Come and find out why they're called the best-kept secret in the Brazos Valley. Be sure to go by and visit them at 1820 Highway 290 in Brenham, Texas. You can give them a call at 936-836-3659. Tell old Harvey Williams that Mike Prince from the Open Mic Broadcast Network sent you by. Well, the Pioneers end up winning the nightcap to make it a perfect day here from Wharton, Texas, winning by the score of 9-2. The Pioneers allowed the Coastal Bend Cougars to get 2 runs off of 7 hits, while the Pioneers committed 3 errors. They allowed 11 runners left on base at Coastal Bend for them to get the loss. Ross Carter was the losing pitcher. The winning pitcher for the Pioneers was Mr. J.T. Jacoby. Jacoby was fortunate to have 9 runs off of 9 hits, while Coastal Bend committed 3 errors, and the Pioneers left 8 runners on base. The time to take to complete this ball game was 2 hours and 4 minutes. The Pioneers go to 5-3 on the young season. The Pioneers will next be in action as the games begin to count, if you will. They'll begin conference play as they will travel to take on San Jacinto College on Friday, February the 20th. First pitch scheduled for 1 p.m. The Open Mic Broadcast Network will be there live and live in color to give you all the fast-paced action for Pioneer baseball. Pioneers have another good day under their belt. They extend their record to 5-3. They are ready to get loose and ready for conference play action in the Region 14 area of the junior college ranks as the Pioneers finish tonight with a 9-2 win, winning game 1 by the score of 9-2 as well. So 2 9-2 wins for the Pioneers as the Pioneers make it count when they needed to count most. Our time is up for tonight. We want to thank you again for tuning in and listening. Remember to like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. That's OPEN, capital 2 MIC, Broadcast Network at Facebook, and on the Instagram is OBN-Radio. For Twitter is OBN_radio. Our website is www.obnradio.com. My name is Mike Prince. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. God bless. Good night. And we'll see you on the other side.
The following presentation was an exclusive production of the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Open Mic Broadcast Network was a station designed with you in mind. Remember to follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. Like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. And remember to follow us on Instagram at OBN Radio. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network.